guys, it's GameboyLuke here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Shield news/reaction video. I was just chilling, doing my own thing. I saw a couple of people tweeting on Twitter, funnily enough, about there potentially being a trailer today and like a new Pokemon reveal and stuff like that. And I was just like, I don't know where people were getting this information from. Maybe it was like said somewhere or like on the Pokemon World Championship tournament thingy or whatever. But I was just sat there, and someone tweeted at me about the trailer, and I was like, what do you mean? So I went and checked the YouTube channel, and boom, here it is. We have a trailer. So I'm just going to jump straight into this. If you guys, of course, are, except for Sword and Shield, hit the like button down below. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate your face. Let's just hit the play button and see where it takes us. Okay. Footage we've already seen. For the most part, Gigantamaxing. New battle strategies. What does that mean? Rotom! Rotom! Okay, so it's a bit... Okay, first thing, Rotom is here. He's usable in this region. Good stuff. We did the last video. Wheezing basically had like a question mark ability, and its abilities... all other abilities get neutralized? They used the original Hydro Pump sound effect. They used it from like Let's Go Pikachu. Oh! Dude, that looks amazing. Earth Power looks sick. New held item, room service. Okay, lowers the Pokemon's speed during Trick Room. So you can make potentially faster Pokemon that are on your team slower. Okay. Eject Pack. What did it say what it does? The Pokemon switches out if its stats are lowered. Yo, this is sick! They're bringing new stuff to the competitive scene. New move, Breaking Swipe. Lowers the attack. Oh, that's a great VGC move. Corviknight's hidden ability, something armor, what was it? Reflects any stat lowering effects. Dynamax power. Shrugs off move that caught. Oh, so they can't flinch. Gigantamax Pokemon cannot flinch. Max moves have powerful secondary effects. Oh my god, this double battle, what is happening? Oh my god, okay. Alright. Okay, dude. Alright. Oh, increase the attack of the rest of the Pokemon on the field. So that was an ice one. And that brought the hail. And it's using... Wait, is it using Aurora Veil? I didn't know Frostlass got Aurora Veil, unless that's new. Because that's the wind one. Oh, that got rid of him, so it's like defog. We didn't get any new Pokemon or anything, but I think it's fitting since the Pokemon Worlds is going on right now. If it is even Worlds, always forget like what the name is. But if it is Worlds, then this is kind of interesting because it's detailing information about the game on the competitive side of things, rather than like, the casual side. So when it comes to new battle, we'll watch it through again, we'll break it down. So in terms, okay, so Weezing's secondary ability, neutralizing gas, literally makes everyone else's abilities nothing. So if you, for example, have Weezing out with a Pokemon that's next to you that has pressure or something, then you're not too worried about your ability not like working. But if you have, example, Gastrodon, this is a perfect example, Gastrodon with Storm Drain, then you can then hit this Pokemon with, or even hit the Arcanine with a water type move that's super effective, so that the Gastrodon isn't like sucking up all the water type moves. And if it's as a single battle, then with Weezing specifically, I can't think of it. So he's Fairy type and he's also Poison type. No, he's Poison Fairy type. So I was thinking like Sturdy, for example, if he even is able to get off like a quad hit with a Poison or Fairy type move, like against Scrafty, or like a Grass Fairy type that might exist, like Whimsicott, then it's gonna kill it in one hit. Honestly, there's no Pokemon like that have Sturdy, I suppose. But I can't think of any practical solution, a practical like usability right now as in a single battle, but like it's still a very interesting thing. And I think they always concentrate on VGC. Like these abilities and these hold items and stuff are more than likely gonna be more useful in like double battles and stuff. The hold item, the eject pack, I can see being used in singles though. So Storm Drain, you're gonna Hydro Pump the Arcanine without worrying about Gastrodon sucking it up. But as a hindrance thing, Earth Power now takes down the Rotom because Levitate doesn't work because of the thingy. So Room Service is, I wonder, so this thing, okay, so it says Room Service, right? It says here that it lowers the Pokemon's speed during Trick Room. It's just called Room Service. Would it not make sense that this also works in like Magic Room and Wonder Room? I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, the eject pack. Now this is my favorite. I actually really think this is super useful. So obviously this Dragon type Pokemon uses Draco Meteor. You have the Pokemon that use Close Combat. You have Pokemon that use like other moves that reduce your own stats. I can't think of any off the top of my head 'cause I'm really bad at doing that. But I feel like if you're in a situation where you have like 2 Pokemon left and you want to launch 2 Draco Meteors, you can literally Draco Meteor somebody if you outspeed them. It kicks you out into the Pokemon, right? Then they bring that next Mon in, and then you can just like stay in with that Pokemon, then come back in, and then like Draco Meteor again. It's like that's so sick. And Draco Meteor is one of those moves like or Leaf Storm, like Close Combat. Like those sort of moves are gonna be so useful with this whole item. This is the only item I think will be beneficial in singles. The Room Service. It would only be really good if you had like a fast Psychic type that you've already reduced the speed on, and then you're using Trick Room. But then if it's already fast, then why would you need a Trick Room in the first place? You know, it might not be faster than that fastest Pokemon. I don't know. It's very situational. Maybe good in League format. Who knows? Literally ejects. So Breaking Swipe. Okay, let's remind us what this is. This is like, can you imagine if you like the VGC, they have a Pokemon they send out, they use Intimidate, and then you have a Pokemon that can also learn the Breaking Swipe move. You get double Intimidates on turn 1. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. Mirror Armor. Okay, so Corviknight's ability for Mirror Armor. I don't know if this is going to be any good. Does it say only lowers? Any stat lowering effects? Wait, actually, let's say, for example, if you switch out Corviknight on a Psychic or a Shadow Ball, and you get the special defense drop, then it will reflect that? I think it does. That might be really good. So if someone starts to hacking you out, because obviously Corviknight's a Pokemon you're going to want to switch in on Psychic moves or on Fairy moves, and Moonblast and Psychic have a chance to reduce some of your stats, that might be... I was thinking specifically like Growl and Leer and stuff like that, right? But instead, think about it in terms of like secondary effects. And aren't there some attacks? There are definitely some attacks that guaranteed reduce your stats too, like that Swipe attack. What if you switch in the... what was it called? Breaking Swipe. So if like you switch Corviknight in and you predict the Breaking Swipe, it hits you for weak damage, but then reflects the attack drop. That actually might be useful. Now that I've had a second thought about it. This is why I go back through it. This is why I go back through it. Okay, so Dynamax Pokemon cannot be flinched. That's been established. It shrugs off move that cause flinching, which is absolutely fine. Max moves have powerful secondary effects. So the electric one, what did this one do? I think I missed this one. All right, does it actually show anything? Oh, the electric terrain. I guess it's activating the electric terrain because like I don't know, it's like not really showing us because this Raichu uses like an electric move. And I don't see anything being paralyzed or any text coming up, so I'm just assuming that the electric terrain goes up. I don't know, they're not really showing us all of that. Machamp with his massive Fist of Fury. The Machamp, the attack rose, and the Ludicolo's. And then this Ice type one simply activates the Hail. That is it. That's all that one does. Which means that, you know, this thing can use Aurora Veil. Boom. Wait, what did the flying type one do? Oh, the stick defog. So if the Aurora Veil wore off, does that mean it gets rid of state? It might get rid of hazards as well, like stealth rocks and like sticky webs and spikes and toxic spikes and stuff like that. That was really interesting. That's a weird take for me because I don't think we ever see the Pokemon Company ever really tailored to the competitive scene in terms of like trailers and stuff. So I don't know. This is funny because I just left the WBE, but interesting for keeping the meta refreshing going into Generation 8. You know, I definitely will be wanting to do, like, league battling at some point during Generation 8's lifespan. So it's nice to know that they're changing things up and adding new things and all sorts of other stuff and abilities and cool moves and stuff that will change the metagame. I can already see, like, the other people are getting excited about this, but that's a really, really cool, interesting thing to show us today. If you guys did enjoy and have anything to say about these new competitive moves or abilities and stuff, let me know in the comment section. But with that being said, I will see you guys next time.